Alright, welcome back. In this video we're going to be talking about justified content, which is another flex property. Properties of the justified content are flex start, flex end, center, space around, and space between. So let's get started with basically looking at what we have in our browser based on the code we have. This is basically how it looks by default without any changes to the code. Okay, so back in our code we're going to go and choose our first one, which is flex start, and basically this is going to be the default setting. So in flex start, what we do is basically go in, display flex start. As you can see, no changes because it's the default behavior. Another reason we see no changes because basically when we're using elements for the justify content, we start off with justify content before we actually add the behavior we want. So instead of putting display here, we would put justify content. Save it, and still when we go back to our browser, things are the same. Okay. Alright, so now we're basically going to select the ID for flex end, which is this right here. Go back to our style, and we're going to put in the command. Flex end. Save it, and if we go back to our browser, we can see like the elements have been pushed all the way to the right, which is flex in. Okay, now let's look at justify center, justify content center, which is this ID here. So we'll go back to our CSS. Here we want to type justify content and then type center. Save it. Go back to our browser, and it's centered. Okay. In our code, we want to use the space around function now for flex. So basically what we're going to do is basically type justify content, then space around. Save it, and check out our browser. As you can see, space between the elements are equal space, and now we go back to our code and let's do the last one. So the last one is space between. What we do is basically just type justify content, then space between. save, and go to our browser and check out the difference between space around and space between. Okay. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe.